Exclusive intel leaked by Fox News reveals that Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore are allegedly linked to Diddy, with Kutcher reportedly preparing to testify before a grand jury in Diddy's upcoming federal trial. The details are shocking.
Ashton Kutcher, in love with Mila Kunis on that 70s show, and they break up for absolutely no reason after he starts hanging out with Diddy. Then he marries Demi Moore, who drained him of all the adrenochrome she can, and apparently he replenished himself by doing inappropriate things with their daughters. I'm glad. I'm sure you're glad, like Bruce Willis has.
Demi Moore claims that her mother mistreated her as a youngster and even sold her to a man for $500. It's horrifying that someone who had been abused themselves could become friends with Diddy, a man that everyone in the industry knew was involved in trafficking minors. After this incident shattered Moore's confidence and put her down a path where she became an abuser herself.
Demi Moore, she revealed in her memoir that she was sexually assaulted at the age of 15, writing that her mother let the abuser in their home. Well, today, Demi talked to Howard Stern more about this on his Sirius XM radio show.
You say you pushed it away. You don't. You just
I
recently.
pushed it away because I felt like it was my fault. I felt like I had behaved in a way that was
provocative
and mature. Like I really knew a lot, and I never really looked at myself as being a kid, and so I never looked at it as right. I mean, I saw it as an unfortunate and
Yet he forced you into it.
I was very embarrassed by it. In all honesty, I think that the shame I carried because of the rape made me afraid to feel I could comfortably express myself sexually.
It makes me just remember the conversation that I had with her where she talked about the purpose of her writing this book was to share her story in hopes that it would empower other young women. She did talk about a lot of other things to Howard Stern. She said she auditioned for Top Gun, obviously didn't get the parts, but would later work with Tom Cruise as a co-star in A Few Good Men.
Hollywood has become a disturbing place where, in the pursuit of fame and better opportunities, some parents have failed to protect their children. Many celebrities, including Usher, Demi Moore, Justin Bieber, and even Davy Chase, have reportedly been victims of abuse within the industry. Allegedly, in some cases, parents were aware of the abuse and, in some instances, even allowed their children to be exploited to gain access to the biggest names in Hollywood.
As an anxious teen, she is taken by her mother to bars so that men will notice them. She's 15 when she comes home one night and an older man they know is in the apartment with the key. She writes, it was rape and a devastating betrayal, revealed by the man's cruel question, how does it feel to be whored by your mother for $500?
Do you believe she sold you?
I think in my deep heart, no. I don't think it was a straightforward transaction, but she still did give him the access and put me in harm's way.
A recently resurfaced video has raised concerns about Demi Moore, showing her engaging in an inappropriate kiss with her former General Hospital co-star, Philip Tanzini, despite being married to Freddie Moore at the time. The footage has sparked attention and controversy.
Okay, one more time. Why do you think you have to mix them out? I don't know. Maybe just because I love them all and I hope they all love me.
We do love him.
And I love them.
If you think it's for the pure publicity, you're out of your mind.
Absolutely, because he's one of my most favorite people.
How long have you been working on the show?
Almost a month and a half.
What's your role?
I'm Lucy Love.
And I'm Philip Tanzini, and I play Jeremy. You're stealing my card. I'm sorry. We're working on interview number 2 here. Oh, okay.
Because I love Philip and he's the only one I love.
Do your interview already.
All right. I'm looks in love but personally I love Philip. And that's it. Okay?
We got our new storyline for the pretty soon. Here, have a bite.
I want to say happy birthday to Philip because I love him dearly. He's one of my most favorite people. For about 3 weeks. And he's been terrific.
Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore's ex-husband, is reportedly preparing to expose everyone connected to Diddy, including his former wife. In a recent episode of the *PBD podcast Fox News host Jesse Waters revealed that Fox News had received credible intel indicating that Kutcher is ready to testify against Diddy and has agreed to cooperate with federal authorities. There are also rumors that Kutcher's name appears on Diddy's tapes, and he is reportedly concerned about the possibility of facing legal consequences.
For blackmail material, they'd bring in these people. A lot of these people were also aspiring young artists in the music industry. And then these parties were sponsored by Motown Records CEO, Universal Records CEO. This goes all the way to the top. And so you get these people in compromising situations. The drinks were laced. Their videotapes were hot. And then at the end of the day, you wake up the next morning, what did I do? And then they have compromising material on you. And then they can guide your career. They could kill your career, but they got you. And it wasn't just people in the music business. As you said, there were athletes, there were celebrities, there were politicians, people from the royal family. And we were also told by the former bodyguard that Diddy was an FBI informant. Whoa. So he was a snitch and was feeding information to the feds. And we don't know what that means. We haven't been able to confirm it, but even Little Ron said it's not just like Epstein. It could be worse than Jeffrey Epstein.
I've been on FBI raids where I've seen things that no person should ever see. I've seen video content of a child that's the same age as mine being raped by an American man that was a sex tourist in Cambodia. And this child was so conditioned by her environment that she thought she was engaging in play. But the right to pursue happiness for so many is stripped away. It's raped. It's abused. It's taken by force, fraud, or coercion. It is sold for the momentary happiness of another.
Wow, okay, I've got a lot I can't tell. So, can't tell that one either. I mean, I'm like actually cycling through them. There was one moment, so it's not really a party story, but our relationship was really bizarre. So it started over punked, because he was like, yo,
don't punk
you
me.
can't punk me. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you, everybody's on the table. He's like, not me, I'm off the table. And so that started our conversation. We became fast friends, and we used to just hang out.
Demi Moore is among the celebrities who could face legal consequences if Diddy is convicted. Federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani stated that Jay-Z is just the first to be sued in connection with Diddy, and in federal cases of this magnitude, it's only a matter of time before more names emerge. Additionally, other victims may come forward as the investigation progresses.
That's that. Now, as far as Jay-Z's concerned, this could really go one of two ways. This might be an isolated one-off case that he has to defend, or potentially it could be a Me Too type situation where other victims come forward. Obviously, we saw that with Diddy and Cassie Ventura. So the coming days and weeks are really going to be telling. And Tony Busby says he has more than 100, maybe up to 300 victims he's representing. So it's going to be interesting to see if any of them also name Jay-Z.
And Nima, if such a high-profile name like Jay-Z has come out, could more celebrity names be tied to these lawsuits? What do you think we can expect?
No question. This may just be the first celebrity domino, and Jay-Z was unmasked as celebrity A, but let's not forget there's a celebrity B in that same lawsuit that allegedly witnessed the sexual assault, a female celebrity. And there was someone who went on CNN earlier this week and said that his sexual assault was witnessed by another celebrity as well. So I think we're going to see more celebrity names identified very soon.
All right, Nima Rani, thank you so much for joining us. As you said, this is one that has entered the court of public opinion. It's nice to have your actual legal advice on.
Jennifer Lopez is another name now linked to Diddy. following accusations made by Direct Lee Cardello Smith, who claims he was raped by Diddy in 1997 during a party at a Holiday Inn in Detroit, where he worked as a bartender. Cardello Smith alleges that Diddy recorded the assault and showed the footage to J.Lo. Despite being aware of what had occurred, J.Lo reportedly did not contact authorities or offer any help to him.